Okay, guys. We'll start cross-legged. Just doing our forward and back movement with bigger breath. Left and right, forward and back. You can upset your foundation and really just find your extreme movement. You could kind of twist with it a little bit. You could do arms in the air. We want to start with this like body mapping, where we reach and twist and squeeze and try and all the things. Find all the muscles. Squeeze the hands into fists. Rotate the wrists around. Lock the elbows. Relax the elbows. Shoulders up and down, forward and back. All the things. Then we're just going to exaggerate all these things in our first poses where we do side stretch to the right. So all the way to your right. You reach. And you are welcome to stay in that movement orientation where you just continue twisting and turning and reaching and lifting, or sit still, either way. Focus on the neck, the length in the neck. Find the stress in the jaw. Identify the shoulders either lifting or dropping. And let's twist to the right. Left hand on right knee. Look to the right, chin up, shoulders down. Use this pose to help you find your low belly muscle. Squeeze it, release it. Notice the way that it shifts your pelvis. Rocks it forward, rocks it back. Now unwind into cat shape, where you push your hands towards me, tuck your chin down, round your shoulders, squeeze your belly. And then make your little adjustments, the wrists, the fingers, the elbows, the shoulders, the head, the neck. Once you feel like you've got the right pose, then it's the little things like the jaw, the lips, the cheekbones, the eyebrows. Once you got all that set, then it's just the breath. That's all that there is left to do. Make the breath better, bigger, smaller, choppier, whatever way it feels good for you. We get an inhale, lift the arms, and push over to your left. Reach over there to the left, take your big side stretch with the right hand in the air. Stretch to the side of the neck as well. Now in this pose, find the lower belly muscle. What do you want to do with it? We do right hand to left knee for the twist. To the left. Chin up, shoulders down, big deep breath. There's this checklist you can go through in every single pose. It's the shoulders, the chin, the chest, and the belly. Once you go through the big checklist, then it's the little one, the jaw, the lips, the eyebrows, the cheekbones. Once you go through that one, then it's the subtle one, the breath. You unwind back into cats. Push, tuck, and squeeze, and then inhale, lift. And we're going to do hands behind the back. This is our back bending shape. So it's chin up, shoulders back, belly out, big breath, hold it. Release the muscles in the back of the neck. Identify how the back bend is more towards the middle of the back than it is the lower back. And then we're going to stay in this shape, but it's going to turn into cat when you fold forward. So you tuck your chin, you round your shoulders, fold. You're allowed to stretch hands or rest them on your back either way. Notice if the pelvis starts to lift off the floor, and do your best to prevent that from happening. And when you release the hands, we inhale, lift them in the air, and separate the feet in a bound angle. So that we can fold forward, tuck the chin, round the shoulders, exhale deeply. Flop the knees, wiggle left and right, come up and down with the chin and chest, find your spot, settle into it, big exhale. I want to offer you this shortcut so that we don't have to go through the checklist the whole time because it's kind of annoying. The shortcut is going to be the vinyasa technique. This power flow practice is really just vinyasa, faster and stronger. Where we focus on the transitions between the poses, where we use our breath to make the transition between the poses, where in one full breath, you exhale and land into your new pose, so that when you release the breath out, you also relax the shoulders and the jaw and the belly and go into your depth. The more relaxed you are, the deeper of a stretch you'll get. The more you try and squeeze and push, the less of a stretch you'll get. That's not always a bad thing. Let's come up, lean to the left, flip to the right. You might chase after strength instead of flexibility, and that's perfectly fine. If you want strength, you could practice it here where you squeeze your hands into fists, squeeze your upper arms, apply pressure to that right hip socket with strength, and then figure out what you can do and what you can't do. Like if you're at the gym, figure out which dumbbells you can pick up. And this is less about flexibility now and more about I'm squeezing the muscles of the thigh, the hip, the glutes, keeping everything tight, using my core, my abs to hold still. That's great. But it's not stretching then. Now it's strength training. So stretching would then just be a subtle change, half of an inch, a release of the pressure. Let's let the right leg out for side stretch. Every single pose you could either tighten up or loosen up. And both of them are equally good. Whichever option you choose, the breath flows. Whichever option you choose, alignment is the key. Let's twist over to the right. Both hands on the right. Tuck the chin down. Move your nose towards your knee. Exhale. Squeeze the lower belly and keep it engaged here. Because I want to offer you the clear idea that the low belly muscle is your alignment button. And if you squeeze the low belly while you go into your pose, whether it be strength or relaxation that you're after, you will be in alignment. But it costs a lot of stress to keep that low belly muscle engaged. Let's sit up tall, lean back in the hands, and bring the leg in the air without bending the knee. If you wanted to make it harder, you could bring the hands in front. But make sure you stay balanced. Don't let the right hip lift. We could come up and down. We could hold still. Either way, but the breath comes out. If you wanted to, you could find the low belly and squeeze it. Watch what happens to the chest. Subtle change in the alignment. Now let's step over into this twist. Across the folded knee. Look to your right, twist to your right. Chin up, shoulders down. So like this, the tools that you use to practice are the low belly muscle, the muscle activation or the release of the muscle activation. But I'll suggest to you a really nice way to go through the practice that will help you to sustain your endurance is to use the vinyasa. To exhale, get into the pose. And when you exhale to get into pose, you squeeze the low belly because low belly activation and exhale go hand in hand. We could practice now as you pull the arm back. Inhale, lift up the chin. Exhale, squeeze the belly and fold over. Find the spot. Stay there and then relax the belly. Let your body weight help you in your stretch. This way we're doing strength and flexibility in every pose. We use our strength to transition, and then once we're in the pose, we increase flexibility. Last one. And then you sit up and switch legs. Drag this leg down. Over to your right now and flip your left. Exhale, squeeze the belly. Land. And then maybe you choose to release, maybe you don't. Maybe you stay with the belly tight, with the muscle activation. And that's fine. When you lean to the right, we'll do side stretch. Lean to the right, extend the left leg out, left elbow down, right arm up. Big breath, squeeze the belly. Exhale. There you are. In this way, we're doing the one breath, one movement cadence, but in the warm-up, we're also just holding the pose. On your next inhale, you sit up. You exhale, twist, squeeze the belly, and fold. Whatever you choose to do, holding the activation or releasing it, strength or flexibility, the shoulders drop. Even if you're squeezing muscles, the shoulders still drop. The breath still moves. We can practice that in the next pose. When you inhale, come up, bring your straight leg in the air. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze the belly. And then shoulders drop. Even the neck's relaxed. The stress can come out. Step over and across the folded knee. Here's your twist to the left. Just the right arm comes back so that you can exhale, fold over, squeeze the belly. You'll find the low belly activation. It helps you to get the breath out. Releasing all the breath will create space inside the body so that you can find your pose. From there, you are always welcome to release that low belly muscle and take a luxurious, deep inhale without reactivating the muscles. And like this, you get to choose how intense this class goes for you. Let's come up, flip the top legs with the knees touch. Go back on the heels, tops of the feet. We do forward, back, left, right until we're settled. Exhale deeply, squeeze the belly. And then choose. This choice becomes the most important factor. Knowing that you can change your mind at any point is extremely important. I'll offer you the clarity that it's the choice that actually makes you feel good when you practice yoga, and not the stretching, not the movement, but making choices for yourself. Well, last one here. We're going to go forward in the hands and then tuck the toes behind us so that we can curl the toes. And then you can either sit back on the heels like this, or find a sense of balance. Either way is just fine. Squeeze the thighs together, lift the chin up, move your breath. When you're balancing, the low belly muscle is really important. It helps you to lift the chin. It makes space. Grounds you down. Last one like this. And we'll go to tabletop, tap the toes out. Extend the legs one at a time. Separate your fingers real wide, open up your hands. And then whenever you get there naturally, I want the left leg long and back, the right arm out in front, so that we can lift the right arm, and we're going to reach the right arm out and pull the right arm in. So the shoulder comes back in the socket, but keep the elbow long, and then lift the left leg up. Inhale, we're going to lift up and down a little bit, just to find the range of movement, and then we're going to tap the knee on the elbow. So we're going to exhale, come underneath, tap, and then extend and lift together, and then tap again, again, tap, and lift. Two more down. Exhale, squeeze the belly, and then tabletop. Left arm out, right leg out, inhale up. Now pull that shoulder blade back in socket. We're in inhale, lift, exhale, tap. Inhale, exhale, up and down. Two more down. And then we finish, tabletop, back on the heels for child's pose. Turn your palms up, relax the wrists. Now, heavy hands on the floor, big open fingers. From child's pose, lock the elbows. We're going to make beast pose, where you tuck your toes underneath you again. Push back with the hips and heels. And then off the knees. So you've got long body like child's pose. The hips want to rest on the heels to the best of their ability. And then we're going to extend this up into down dog. We go up into down dog. And you might have to reposition your hands and feet. You might pedal out one leg at a time. Much like we started, twist and turn, stretch, and find all the things. Choose the most obvious thing in the middle. And then we're going to practice tapping knees on elbows. So we're going to exhale, tap left knee, left elbow, And then back to down dog, and then exhale, right knee, right elbow. One more time, left knee, left. Right knee, right. And then we're going to cross the body. Left goes to right. Right goes to left. One more time each side. Left to right, right to left. And then it's down dog, back to beast. So you just kind of bend your knees, hover off the floor as low as you can, and then we're going to turn this into plank. So extend your body into plank. And you might have to reposition your hands or your feet. Bigger, deeper breath. We're just going to go back to beast. So it's like a squat. Push as deep as you go and then extend back to plank. Let's do that 2 more times. Back to beast, forward to plank. One more. And then from beast, we'll go up to down dog. And then down dog's going to go to plank. So we're going to go down dog to plank and down dog to plank. 2 more like this. And then plank, we can drop down to the mat. Nice and easy. Elbows in tight. Bring your arms out in front of you. We're doing long arms, chin up. Wiggle a little bit. Find your low back muscles. Let's get hands off the floor. Put your tops of the feet down. Squeeze your thighs. We're going to inhale, lift. Bring the feet up. Hold your breath. Let it out. Now go inhale up. Exhale down, but not to the floor. Up and down. Inhale. Exhale. Back bend. Relief. Now go up and stay up. Hold it. Keep breathing. Point your fingers at your feet. Relax the back of the neck. Place your hands outside your chest. Set up for cobra, elbows in tight, feet are down, chin up, big breath, push. I don't like push-ups. We're going down and up a few times. You can twist and turn. Put your thighs down, push your pelvis down, push your belly down, and then up and down. Until you find something. It could be cobra, it could be up dog. I'm always going to say cobra, but you're always allowed to do up dog. Bigger, deeper breath. Find the thing that you want to keep returning to, because we're going to return to this over and over and over again. Last one. Then we'll do tabletop to child's pose. Turn your palms up if the wrists are bothering you. Give yourself a moment to release. We're going to do tabletop to down dog. Tuck your toes and push. And from down dog now, we can practice 3-legged dog. Left leg's up, hold it. Get the closed hips first. So it's like you want your knees to touch. And then we can lift the heel up without opening the hip. It's tricky because the higher your leg goes, the more the hip wants to open. Push that bottom heel down, push through both hands, and now actively open the hip. Bend that knee and twist with the hips. Get the knee higher. Rebalance the 2 hands, the 2 shoulders. We're going to do left knee to left elbow like this. So it's like plank. Exhale, tap, left knee, left elbow, and then back into the open hip. Let's do 2 more times. Tap, and then open. Tap, and then open, and then close the hip. Make that subtle adjustment. Now we want to step left foot between the hands. This is runner's lunge. You step forward into forward fold, shake out the back of the head, maybe grab elbows or toes or heels, whatever makes you happy. Big breath. Now stand up nice and tall, hands in the air. We're going to find our standing back bend. Do your left and right, your forward and back, all the things so that you can choose on purpose the back bend. Chin up, shoulders down, push your belly, push your pelvis, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your glutes. How about the back of the neck muscle? We're going to keep returning to this. Find the lifting sensation from the low belly muscle to the chin. And let's fold forward now. Hands down. Both feet are back into plank. We'll drop down to the mat nice and slow. Taps of the feet for the cobra that you like. And then back to down dog. Bend your knees into beast. Extend yourself to plank. And back to down dog. To beast. To plank. One more time. Down dog. Beast. Plank. Now right foot goes up in the air. Naturally, it's three-legged dog. Close the hip at first. Open the hip. Now tap it on the knee. Forward and up to open. Two more like this. Now open and close. Close the hip. Step forward in runner's lunge. Big deep breath. Let's come up to high lunge. You're going to push forward and step into forward fold same time. So high lunge, push, step, fold. Big breath. Reset. Now when we go up into our back bend, it's an inhale lift. Squeeze the low belly, squeeze the thighs, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, fold. Both feet back to plank. Drop to the mat for cobra. And then down dog. And then beast. And then plank. We'll drop down to the mat for cobra. And then down dog. And then left knee, left elbow. Down dog, right knee, right elbow. Left knee cross to right. Right knee cross to left. And then it's going to be both feet between the hands. Fold over. Lift up. Back bend. Fold down now. Stay here in your forward fold. And I want you to find a place where you can get hands on the floor. So it might be that the knees bend to help you do it, because I want you to practice jumping back. In order to do that, I want you to just come forward on your tiptoes, lift your heels a little bit. We can start just a half jump, so not all the way back. Just jump halfway to the mat, and then jump forward. Jump back, and jump forward. Notice the strength in your hands. Notice your shortcomings. What's easy, what's hard. What happens to your shoulders? Just one more practice. And then forward fold. Inhale, lift. Back bend. Exhale, fold. Jump all the way back to plank. Down to the mat. Cobra. Down dog. Beast. Plank. Down dog and stay here. From down dog, I want you to practice jumping between your hands, and we're going to do it just the same. So when you bend your knees, you kind of coil up, squeeze your belly. You're going to just jump halfway so that we can go back to down dog. So just halfway, forward and back, forward and back. Notice your hands, forward and back. Last one. From down dog, stay here. Coil up. Big jump now between the hands. Inhale, jump. Exhale, fold. Big breath. Shake out the wrists. Now, you don't have to do that, but throughout our transitions, you're always welcome to. If you like the forward hop, back hop, we're going to inhale, lift. I'm always going to stay step, but you're always allowed to hop. Fold. Now get back. Drop down. Cobra. And down dog. Beast. To plank. To down dog. Now get forward. And fold. Up. Sit in chair. Bend your knees. Slow it down. Relax your shoulders, the neck. You're not doing this with the upper body. It's the knees, the low belly. Your shins should feel this. Whatever's going on with your shoulders, that's voluntary. Now we just take this to the floor through closed-legged squat. Nothing changes. We just kind of have to fold, and we go all the way to our seat. This goes to boat. You lean back, the heels come up, we take a big breath. Boat goes both ways. First, we go back to the feet. When you use your hands, you push back to your feet, get back on your feet. This is forward fold. We'll stand up tall, inhale, lift to back bend. Exhale, squat to the floor, through chair, to the floor, boat. Now it goes back to hollow body. You point your feet, you tuck your chin, you kick your knees. Inhale, lift. Back on your feet, push and fold. Lift all the way up now. Back bend and fold. Hands on the floor, get back. Drop down. Cobra and down dog. Beast and plank. Down dog, left leg's in the air. Left knee taps left elbow, and then back up. Left knee taps right elbow, back up. Left foot steps between the hands, stay there in runner's lunge. We're gonna practice like a warrior 3 step forward. Back toes have to lift, but don't step. So lift, hands are balancing. Now can you close the hip more? Remember the same feeling as in 3-legged dog? See if you can get that heel any higher. See if fingertips can come off the floor, even drag on the floor. And then just casually step, forward fold. Big breath. Hands high, big breath, lift, back bend. Chair to squat, to boat, to hollow body. Back on the feet, now inhale, push. Forward fold, back up, hands in the air, back bend. Fold, get yourself back. Plank, down to the mat. Cobra and down dog. Beast to plank, to down dog, to beast, to plank. Now down dog, right leg's in the air so that we can tap it on the right knee. Right elbow, back in the air, to the left elbow. Back in the air, between the hands. Runner's lunge to warrior 3 lift. Hold it for a moment before you step into forward fold. And exhale, give yourself a breath. Hands up in the air for the back bend, inhale up. Sit in chair, take it back up. Now all the way to the floor. Boat, hollow body, back up. On the feet, into forward fold. Hands in the air, hands on the floor. Back into plank, down to the mat. Cobra, down dog, beast, plank. Down dog, step or hop. Forward, fold, all the way up. Just drop the arms by your sides. Big breath, reset. Now we're doing warrior 3 back to high lunge. So you're on your left foot. Catch your breath, focus your eyes. Soft left knee. So that when you extend right leg behind you, chest goes forward, you can hold it for a moment before you catch high lunge. Hands up, push out, now up and out. Inhale, exhale, lift, behind the back. Hold it. You want to get that back heel high so that when I ask you to bend your knee and go to low lunge, it's natural. You're already there. You'll come right back up. High lunge, low lunge. High lunge, low lunge. One more time. Now low lunge, get the hands in the air. Flip the back toes up and push. You might like a bigger gait in your low lunge. You can do that. Last one now. When you push, you're going to do left hand back. Twist. Hold it. Squeeze your inner thighs. Find your strength. Right hand's up. Big breath. Squeeze your thighs. Squeeze your glutes. Fold forward. Right hand down. Left hand up. Twist. Find your low belly muscle. Pull it in. Let's do back toes off the back knee so that we can tap that back knee on the right elbow. Exhale, tap, kick it back, high lunge up. Now, warrior 3, step into forward fold. So push, lift, step, fold. All the way up to the floor. Boat, hollow body, back up. Push on the feet. Forward fold, we lift. Just drop the arms. Balance on the right. This is warrior 3 to high lunge. On your right foot, soft right knee. Chest goes forward, leg goes back. You're just catching back toes. Hands high, hands out. Exhale. Inhale. Push and lift. This time push, stay here. Find that length so that we can drop the back knee and up, down and up, down, up. Now down, stay there, hands up, flip the back foot. Push the arms out, right hands back for our twist. Big breath. Find the low belly muscle. It's going to help you in your back bend. Lift. Left arms up. Fold in, left hand on the floor, right hand up, twist. Let's come off the back knee so we can tap it on the elbow. Tap. Then it's high lunge up. Push the hands out and use warrior three to step. Fold. Exhale. Big breath. Shake it loose. Now from our forward fold, I want to do some closed-legged squat flosses. So lift your toes, bend your knees. We've already done this in chair. Now we're just doing it from fold. Bend your knees, but don't go to the floor. Squat. Fold. Squat. Fold. Exhale. Inhale. Two more. Now this time squat to the floor. Boat. Hollow body. We're going to plank. So when we come up onto the feet, you're going to push those feet behind you. Lower to the mat. Cobra. And then down dog. Beast. And then plank. Down dog. Left knee, left elbow. Down dog. Right knee, right elbow. Down dog to beast. Now from beast, left knee to right, cross. Back to beast. Right knee to left, cross, back to beast. Hop forward, inhale, hop. Fold, lift. Squat to the floor. Boat, hollow body. Back on the feet, into forward fold. We'll go all the way up with the arms and then just drop the hands by the sides. Big breath. We're doing our half moon to warrior two on your left foot. Focus the eyes. Practice opening and closing the right hip a couple times. And when you throw the left arm out and open the hip, you do half moon to warrior two. Forward and back a few times. Find your low belly. Alleviate that swell on the low back. Get your pelvis to come under you. We're going to go forward. Left arm up. Left arm up. Stretch the neck too. Take a bigger breath. Find your glutes. Find your thighs. Use them in side angle. Let's not touch the elbow on the thigh though. Elbow down, but not to touch. Right arm up. Sometimes I do the left arm behind the back like this. Sometimes I just hover it above my thigh. But find the belly. Get your pelvis under you. Alleviate that low back swell, even if it means you have to bring the chest higher. Now let's come back to warrior two, so we can do triangle. Lock that knee, twist to the right, and then fold in. Same deal here, find the low belly, pull your pelvis underneath of you, alleviate the low back swell. We're going to twist out into our runner's lunge. So when you bend your knee, it's right hand down, left hand up, push the back heel. This taps on the elbow, tap, back to plank, down to the mat, cobra, and then down dog. It's beast, and then plank, and then down dog. And it's left knee, left elbow, right knee, right elbow, and then it's beast for left knee cross, right knee cross. And then it's hop forward, fold, all the way up, squat to the floor, boat to hollow body, right back to plank. So we go up and feet behind us, down to the mat, cobra, down dog, both feet forward into forward fold, all the way up. Just drop the arms so that we can do our half moon to warrior two here. Big breath. You're on your right foot. Left knee opens and closes. Right hand throws out long. Reset, forward and back a few times. Thighs, glutes, pelvis. Let's go forward an inch so that we can go up. Drop the shoulders, stretch the neck also. When you engage your low belly, the abs get stronger and you alleviate the low back pressure. We're going to do triangle first this time. So lock your knee, pull back, twist to the left, and then fall inward. Left arm's up. And just like in our side angle, I'll encourage you to take your hand off your leg now. Use your core. And then the only thing that changes between this and side angle is you bend your knee. Let's twist, left hand on the floor, right hand up, push the back heel. Let's tap that knee on the elbow. Go back to plank and drop to the mat. Exhale. Cobra. Down dog. Left knee to left, right knee to right. Then it's beast for your crosses. Left to right, beast, right to left. And now it's beast to hop. Inhale, fold, lift, back bend. Down to the floor, boat, hollow body, right back on the feet, into forward fold. Lift the arms up, just drop the arms by your side. Big breath, shake loose. On your left foot, we're doing warrior three. Left foot, right leg's up and back. Now high lunge up. We're gonna go right back to where we were in that balance. So heavy on the left foot, squeeze the belly, stay forward. Inhale, lift the right leg. Send it back. Lift the right leg. Send it back. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Arms up. Arms out. Left hand back. Right hand up. Hold it here. One time. Tap your knee down. Bring it back up. Fold in. Right hand down. Left arm up. Twist. Tap your knee on the elbow. Right back up. Inhale. Both arms up. Push them out. Right hand back, warrior two. So far forward that you can kind of touch your ribs to your thigh. And then all the way back to side lunge. Front leg goes straight. Pop the back foot out. Try to get that back heel down, up and down a little bit. Maybe you find your lifting mechanism. Shoulders, jaw, breath. Now big press back to warrior two. Push. Reposition both feet. Exhale. Left arms up. Left arms down, side angle. Now, from side angle, we do hands at the heart. And we're gonna twist the body, hands at the heart. We're gonna twist the body to the left, and this is gonna go to high lunge. Last one here. Inhale, high lunge, lift, push into forward fold, step and fold, hands high, big breath, squat to the floor, exhale, boat to hollow body, back to the feet, straight to plank this time, down to the mat, cobra, down dog, left to left, right to right, now beast, left to cross, right to cross. Both feet go forward, inhale, hop, fold, lift, just drop the arms. Big breath. Warrior three on the right foot, going to high lunge. We're gonna repeat this forward and back sequence. So we step back, catch it, find your stability, get yourself forward, back into balance. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time, up and back. Now it's high lunge, arms high. Push them out so that we can twist to the right. Right hand's back, big breath. Find the inner thighs. Find the low belly. Left arm's up into the back bend. Left hand's on the floor for your twist. We tap our knee here, tap it, come right back into high lunge. Inhale up, push them out. Left hand's back for warrior two. Drive your weight forward, 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 all the way back to side lunge. Squat and stay. Big breath. That left foot is flat. Shoulders drop down. We can go up and down an inch. Prepare for that movement up to warrior two. You're going to exhale and push. Warrior two. Right hand's high. Side angle, exhale. Hands at the heart. Squeeze the low belly. Pull your pelvis under so that you can twist a high lunge. Get your back heel up. Both arms are high, big breath, lift. Now push, warrior three, step, fold, exhale. Stay here. Give yourself a breath or two. On the next inhale, we do back bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, chair, just chair. Right back up. Now squat to the floor. Boat to hollow body. Back onto the feet in forward fold. Both hands in the air. Both hands on the floor. Step just the right leg back. This is runner's lunge to warrior one. That back foot plants. Come up into warrior one. Give yourself a good twist to the left. Lock yourself in. Drive your weight forward. Reach the arms out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push. This is the back bend. And then this is the cat shape. Somewhere between these two, pick. Pick something that's beneficial and stay there. Let the breath out. We're doing hands behind the back now. Big breath, inhale. Exhale, let everything out into forward fold. Now stay in your fold, but get your legs straight into pyramid. My chest is going to come up a bit. Twist to the left, lock the hips. Reapply the pressure. Feel free to use the hands. If you like to do the revolve pyramid, where you do right hand down, left arm up, that'll get the outside of your hip, the IT band. If you want to go deeper, you would put the right hand outside the left foot. Last one like this. We drop both hands, inhale, lift, bend your knee, and step in a chair. Push, squeeze the belly, chair to the floor. Squat, boat, hollow body, back to plank. Both feet behind you. Down to the mat, exhale. Cobra. Down dog. Left to left, right to right. And then it's beast, where we do left to cross, right to cross. And then we go forward in a forward fold. And all the way up, hands in the air, big breath. Just drop the arms. Balance on your right foot. High lunge. Left leg's back. High lunge goes to warrior one. Just a subtle adjustment. Drive the arms out, lift them up. Exhale, push. Inhale, lift. Now this time push and stay. Hands behind the back. Make your back bend now, chin up. Shoulders back. Now fold, eyes down to the toes. Feel free to drop the arms if it feels better for you. But otherwise, I encourage you to do pyramid with hands behind the back. Get your legs straight. Give a little twist to the right. I like to look at my back heel from the outside of my front leg. That gives me the twist. So it's like I'm reaching across the front leg to look backwards. If you want the revolve pyramid, it's left hand down, right hand up for the outside of that right thigh. Just watch your top shoulder. Make sure it doesn't cut off the blood flow. Last breath like this. It's just a gentle step forward, forward fold. Big breath. We're gonna go all the way up with the arms, all the way down to the floor for your squat, to the floor. Boat to hollow body, back into plank, feet behind you. Down to the mat, cobra, and down dog. Stay here for a moment, just settle. We're doing left leg in the air, closed hip though, don't let it open. We want to do left knee, left elbow, and then back up. Step between the hands for low lunge, drop your knee down. Inhale up, exhale push. Lift up, push out, left hand back for your twist. Stay here. We're going to be doing right hand up for back bend and also high lunge. Back toes up. Fold in, right hand on the floor, left hand up for your twist. Tap the knee on the elbow. Go back to high lunge, up in the air. Hands at the heart. Twist to the left. Fold in. Now keep with this forward fold, forward momentum, but get left elbow inside the knee. Side angle, the back foot plants like warrior two. Open the hands, big breath. Come off your knee if you want the challenge. Squeeze the low belly, flatten up the low back. Pivot to warrior two. Inhale, open. Warrior two goes forward, then back to side lunge. Back to warrior two, where the left arm goes up. Left leg goes straight. Here's triangle. Twist to the right when you fold in. Find the low belly. Now we want to turn triangle into pyramid. So as you bring your top hand down, you also have to pivot your back foot. It's like a 45-degree turn so that you can fold straight over your straight leg. If you want the revolve, the left arm goes up. Now as you bend your front knee, we come into warrior one. You might have to close your gate. Hands behind the back. Inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, fold forward. And from this forward fold, I want you to step into forward fold. Both feet forward. Inhale, arms high. Chair. Back up. Squat to the floor. Boat to hollow body. Back on the feet. Back to plank. Down to the mat. Cobra. Down dog. Stay. Breathe. Right leg's going up, but don't open the hip. Let's tap on the right knee, right elbow. Up. Now between the hands for low lunge. Drop your back knee. Come up and out. Inhale. Exhale. Right hand back for the twist. Now here's where we go to high lunge. There's also the back bend. Back toes, back knee, up. Let's fold in, exhale. Left hand down, we tap the knee. Then it's high lunge, both arms up. Hands at the heart. Twist to the right, fold in. This turns into side angle when we twist the torso inside. The back foot plants. Separate the arms, squeeze the belly. This is going to be warrior two. To side lunge. Go forward to go back. One more. Now it's up. Warrior two, right hand high for the side bend. And then it's front leg straight with a little twist to the left. Fold into triangle. Now it's pyramid. Just a subtle adjustment down to the floor. Bend the knee into warrior one and lift up. Inhale high. Exhale push. Stay here in the push. Hands behind the back. Chin goes up. Big breath. Back bend from here. Now fold. Heavy, heavy, heavy. See if you can use warrior three to get forward into forward fold. Back toes lift before they step. Big breath. Now all the way high. Big breath, lift. Exhale, fold. Step or hop. Back. Plank. Down. Cobra. Down dog. Beast. Plank. Down dog. Beast. Hop. Forward. Fold. All the way up. Squat to the floor. Boat. Hollow body. Stay. Breathe. Let the breath out. 3 more. Release, flat to the back. Shake it loose, bigger breath. Let's do left knee in the hands. Soften the hip, drop the shoulders. Let's follow with the right knee. Cross the ankles, squeeze the knees together. Now it's happy baby, feet in the air. Separate the heels, pull the knees downward. Let's take our twist to the right. Right leg's gonna draw up. Left leg goes over to your right. Last one on this side. We'll just take the twist to the other way. Flat to the back in between. Last moment here. You release into Shavasana, flat to the back. Reposition the head, the shoulders, the hips, and the heels. Find a home for your hands, wherever that may be. I want to offer you this clarity that even when you're still, you can feel like you're moving. The trick is not to do this just in your head with your thoughts, but to get your whole body involved in it. Consider the idea of momentum. Bless you. Bigger, deeper breath now. You begin to move arms and legs. Find the muscles in your body you're going to use to come back to your seat. Recenter, chin up, shoulders down, find the low belly. And then make a choice about how much effort you're going to put into your posture. No right or wrong. You just have to be at peace with it. It has to feel like it's beneficial for you now. Thank you all so much for being here today.